Texas Lawhawk! Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk! Talons of justice! Due process! Do wheelies! It's hot out here! Brian Wilson! El Halcon de la Ley! Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk!
Later, guys.
Bye.
Well. It's no refusal weekend, so you have to blow. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your license. These things are 100% accurate. Blowing it. Surprise, failed. Blow.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Someone just called me. That's why you don't blow. Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk.
If you or a loved one been arrested, so call Brian Wilson, the Texas Lawhawk today.
Hello everyone, welcome. It is Thursday night, and here we are by popular demand with the Skyrim. Back with the Skyrim. We've been doing a lot of XCOM lately, but I took a poll on Twitter today, and an overwhelming majority in a vote posed between XCOM 2 and Skyrim voted for Skyrim this evening. So, well, you should have. Did you cast your vote, Steven? I see Steven made it first. Pasta Papyrus trailed in. Steven and Pasta and their contentious, close thing, whatever, their rivalry to be first. Steven again getting the edge. UF Metaton, the fabulousness. Good evening. It's been a while since I've seen you. Also, I guess maybe it helps that I'm playing Skyrim. You are one of the larger unit of, what is it, 2 Irish girls? Is that your mom's thing? You guys spent some time in my Skyrim streams for sure. That's what I meant to say. Oni is here just in time for the Lawhawk commercial. Steven wanted to see XCOM. Well, Steven, I understand why you would, because you have a soldier that is represented in the battlefield. But I just thought I'd better check, because a few people been saying they've been wanting to see Skyrim. People been commenting. They want some Skyrim. So I thought I'd do a poll and just do whatever the poll said. I ended up getting 11 votes. There were 3 votes for Skyrim and 8 votes. No, I'm sorry. 3 votes for XCOM 2 and 8 votes for Skyrim. So we're doing Skyrim tonight. James, aloha again from Hawaii. Hawaii, really good deal, man. UF Metaton is back. That's right. Hello, Eevee23. The best and my most favorite Eevee is Eevee23. Endorsed by 9 out of 10 Pokemon enthusiasts. And I made that up, but that's how I feel it should be. Eevee23, welcome. Undertale, our peers. Oh, that's lovely. I heard they're great, Oni. I heard they're wonderful. Your night went from good to better. You don't have Twitter? You should. Well, Twitter doesn't cost no money, Stephen Castillo. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man, but in this particular case, I don't think your vote would have pushed it over, because tonight it was not even close. Nick C., good evening to you, sir. Let's see. And Steven, last week, we ended it was what, Monday when I played? Tuesday? The last stream, we ended with a crushing Stephen Castillo. You were like the hero of the last battle. So that'll have to tide you over. You got the star, the spotlight at the end of the last battle. That gotta hold you over till next time. Ava of 9, what poll? I put a poll on Twitter. I put it up yesterday afternoon my time, and it left it up for 24 hours. And it said, I just want to make sure I'm on top of like what people want, because I was doing Skyrim for a long time, and then I suddenly stopped doing Skyrim for XCOM, and I just wanted to make sure I was adequately representing what people want, because I still like Skyrim. This doesn't mean I won't play XCOM 2 anymore, but it might mean that I'm gonna start trying to. I've been doing all XCOM for like my last 6 streams. I might at least try to get Skyrim represented once again. Welcome, Justice Barrington. Thank you. You're welcome, Evie. Of course. Stephen Castillo. Pipecock. PokeFan says cookies. Pipecock cookies. I don't know. That's not good. Nate of 9. Greetings and salutations to you, sir. You should be reading, but whatever. Well, I don't want you to get in trouble on my account, but you're welcome if you need a rest to rest your weary eyes from the books or whatever you're reading. You'll be here. There's no Twitter in New Zealand? How is that even possible? So am I to understand, Ava, that the of 9 double unit would have voted for XCOM 2? I will, if that's the case, I will definitely keep that in mind, because I know you guys have been very regular presence in my XCOM streams. Justice always skip things that I'm supposed to do for G-Law streams. I feel like I'm a corrupter of the youth. If you thirst for blood, get on Twitter and post. Okay. Yep. I keep my Twitter. I can't stay away from any kind of garbage like that, man. Have I played Fallout 4 for yourself yet? I haven't finished it. I don't know if I was fully ready for it. I think I got about maybe 20 hours into it on my own, and then I kind of started playing other stuff. I have on occasion considered just jumping in and playing Fallout 4 on stream though. But I feel like I've got enough going on stream between the Skyrim and now XCOM. But if people want to see me stream Fallout 4, I've been very tempted on several occasions to just do that. So you can let me know. No Twitter on your phone, and you're in Australia. Okay, I'm confused about where you are, because I thought you were in Australia, but then when we were talking about The Hobbit, I thought you guys said, oh, they filmed that in our country. And I'm like, well, Hobbit was filmed in New Zealand. And then I got confused, and I thought, well, maybe I got confused because I assigned Native 9 an Australian accent, but you meant it was like the closest accent to New Zealand that we could find. All right, now I'm going to mentally note you guys are in fact in Australia, as I had originally believed. Lawyer Kid. Like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Stephen Castillo. You should play Fallout 4 on stream once you're tired of Skyrim. So that could be the way to do it. The thing is, sometimes I just feel like a little change, where I might be like, well, maybe I'm not done with Skyrim, but I feel like just playing Fallout. But yeah, we'll see. I think what I'm taking from this, Nick, is that the next time I get an itch to play Fallout on stream, maybe I should just do it and see what happens. That's what I'm thinking. Nate is from New Zealand, and he moved there. See, now I know where the confusion came from. I knew New Zealand came into it somewhere. All right. Justice G-Law, what's your opinion about the Chronicles of Narnia? I read the first couple books when I was a kid, and I enjoyed them. I only saw the first movie, which I thought was good. Did they keep making the rest of the movies? If so, I didn't see the rest of them, but I thought they were good. Just, they were never one of my, like, Lord of the Rings is one of my favoriteest things forever and ever when I was growing up. And the Narnia Chronicles did not take that position in my development. You're reading all the books from Magician's Nephew to Final Battle. Nice, man. That's quite a journey. Fallout Hawk. Oh, okay, I have something to admit here, and that is that I fell behind schedule. I wasn't quite ready to begin my stream when I began my stream, and I was waiting for coffee to finish a brewing, at which point it has. I'm gonna run off for probably about 90 seconds and go get my coffee, because it's nighttime, and Lawyer's an old man who gets tired if he doesn't drink coffee. So I'll be back in a sec. Hang tight. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello, Jesus G, and welcome. I just noticed Jesus. Hi, Jesus. And now it's coffee time. think I just made my wife pee herself a little bit. Cause she was, a lot of times she's in bed by now, but she happened to be in the kitchen while I was frantically finishing making my coffee. And I think I looked quite the spectacle. And then I ran out of the creamer, mid-pour, ran out of my regular creamer. I had to improvise on the fly. It was like, you remember Speed with Keanu Reeves on the bus? It was a little like that, except with coffee instead. Okay. If you haven't seen Speed, it's a good old action romp from the 80s. Starring Keanu Reeves. It's very much like what I just went through to make this coffee. I made that coffee terrible because I was in a hurry. But it's gonna do the trick. Normally, my coffee has to have a perfect ratio of sweetener to creamer, but that did not occur in this particular case. All right, enough about my coffee. Right? We're here to celebrate Skyrim and each other, and not my coffee. Well, I guess Native 9 was celebrating my coffee a little bit. Coffee! You know what goes well with coffee? A hearty pile of bone meal. That's right. I could use a nice bowl of something with calcium in it. You just saw the Argonian in Solitude. What? Who? Where? Why? What? Ava for sale. Price is a high-end gaming PC. Taking best offer. Sheet for... Not again. Has this happened? Dark Jake. Looks like you're on time. G-Law's still talking. Yeah, not only are you on time, Dark Jake. I didn't even finished making my coffee till like 15 seconds ago. But we're rolling into the 15-minute mark almost of me streaming, which I consider, if I am starting the game 15 minutes into my stream, I'm making great time. That's like G-Law time right there. All right. So let's get over to the game. Now, I'm going to admit something right now. If you give the Dovahkiin coffee, it will make the shout stronger. Is there coffee in the game? I can't remember. I could see that being a real thing, though. Who doesn't know Speed starring Keanu Reeves? Last night, I was hanging out in a stream, and afterwards the streamer set up a movie that people could go hang out and watch with him, and he was doing a Nick Cage theme, and he asked for a recommendation, and I recommended Raising Arizona, and he said, and he looked it up, and he said, Raising Arizona, that's 1987. I've never even heard of that before. And that made me suddenly think that the movies that I think are cool and that everyone knows are movies that perhaps people like, oh, what is this? Oh, is that one of those like movies that my grandpa used to watch? It's like, I don't know. So now I feel like I need to explain everything. It's like, yeah, Speed. Keanu Reeves was a popular actor back in the 1980s, starting with Bill and Ted's Big Adventure, whatever. Anyways, excellent adventure, and then there was the Bogus Journey Part 2, which I also. Anyway, we're done with that. He's been trying to raise funds for a gaming PC, and he thinks selling me is the best option. Well, I think, I'm not familiar particularly with Australia law, but I'm pretty sure you can't sell people in Australia. Well, I guess there could be a black market for it. Who knows? But I wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, so I have something to admit here. I put in, since the last time, after some discussion, and I think Nick brought it up a couple times, I decided to install a weight mod. So my guys, which I normally never do, but I started thinking, between streams I was always running and selling and inventory management and everything else, and in my normal game that's fine, but on stream I decided maybe I don't want to have to worry about it. So I installed a weight mod that makes it so, let me see, where's my, I gotta remember all the buttons again. Holy crap. There we go. So now I can carry... This is, they couldn't fit all the numbers, but that is 40,500 pounds. So we're not gonna have to worry about that no more. Let me see. Let me take that backpack off so I can look extra cool. So, yeah, that's that's what's happening now. And I did almost briefly consider, oh hey, it's Artrexis Lives. Artrexis Lives is he is also a gaming lawyer, although his name doesn't say so. And he has recently exploded into Skyrim streaming stardom over, what was it, like the last week or so? He's been streaming for a few months, and he started streaming Skyrim, and his channel kind of blew up on Skyrim. So, if you like Skyrim, and if I end up playing more XCOM, and you want to see Skyrim on a night I'm playing XCOM, you could check him out. He actually streams before I do, so we don't stream at the same time. I think Artrexis? I'm probably saying your name wrong. You stream in, like, you're on the East Coast, so you stream from Eastern time from like 6 to 9. I think that's what it is, right? So anyways, I know that we don't overlap, so anyways. Dark Litten is also here. Welcome, Dark Litten. Since Sunday. Okay, I knew it was relatively recently. And, the first I saw you, I'm not sure if I'd known you before or we'd brushed paths, but he popped up on my poll and was like, between when I said Skyrim or XCOM, and he was like, Skyrim's working really well for me. So, anyways, yay! The weight carry mod. Yeah, I broke down. I usually don't like cheater mods, but it did start making me think, like, well, if I didn't have to worry about weight, I might have wanted to go with like a heavy armor character or do something like that. So I'm going to continue with this right now, but there was a part of me tonight that was almost thinking that I wanted to start over and re-roll and do like a heavy armor two-handed like Nord character. But I feel like we're pretty invested in this right now. Let's see. I'm saying it right. Okay, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. So I know it's somewhere around there, which means that you're done. Let's see, 10 p.m. I need to do my own math. 10 minus 3 is 7 Pacific, and I start at 8. So you're done a full hour before me. I did math so good right now. Okay. My wife is laughing at me, but I'm impressed with myself. I love you too, sweetie. She's impressed with my math skills. I know she is. Alright, it's been a few weeks since we played this. Hello, Pokefan Little Jimmy, and welcome. Making Norse Viking. I was considering seriously doing like a Viking-ish type character. Celebrate the weight mod by eating some bone meal. That's right. Here, let me get this mask off. This is a long-standing tradition in my games. Where's that damn the dragon mask? We got to see his beautiful face for this. Now, usually it's the beginning of the streams where I do this, but I guess it's probably been a while, so he's probably worked up an appetite. And look at that. It's a full bowl of bone meal. Somebody took the time to prepare a full meal of bone, put it in a bowl, and ready to eat. So who am I to say I'm too good for bone meal? So we're going to have some bone meal. We're going to find... I can't remember. Does it taste good, Nick? I can't remember if bone meal tastes good or not. But we're going to eat it. We're going to eat the whole bowl. Once we're done, we'll figure it out. We'll take a few minutes chewing all the bone meal. And, oh, no. The bone meal doesn't... The bone meal's bad. It's bad. It tastes great. It's good. I love it. You wish Sky UI was available for Special Edition? Yeah, I checked that again just today, because originally they were estimating that they would be done with, what the hell is it? Because you can see I have an older version of Sky UI that can still function without SKSE, the script extender. They were going to be updating the script extender, and they estimated they were going to be done in March, but then they released something in the first week of April saying basically they haven't had any time to work on it over the past several months, and they have no idea when it's going to be done. So there are a lot of mods that I'm waiting for that you can... Some of them you can still kind of use, but they're missing what I would consider somewhat necessary UI elements, like the I needs, the hunger mods, sleep, food, drink, and sleep mods, and that sort of thing. Possibly even stuff like Frostfall. But you really need those UI elements. At least I think so. Or else they're... There it is. Put this back on. So I look like one of the baddies. Wait. Hold on. This is... There we go. Looking at this mask. Get in there. Am I one of the baddies? He totally looks like Sauron in this thing. Okay. I forget. I guess, was this one of those dungeons did we figure out? Because I have Inigo, my companion. But was this one of those dungeons we figured out that they would not allow me to bring Inigo in here? I'm thinking that's maybe what happened. Because I don't see Inigo. And I don't... Well, let me see. Horses are not allowed here. No, I didn't... Damn it, I'm so rusty. It's only been a couple weeks, and I've forgotten everything. Here we go. Where's my... Inigo has a neat little, quest so you can track him. I just want to make sure he's not in the dungeon somewhere. Inigo map marker. I think we are just gonna have to live without Inigo. Which is terrifying, because without Inigo, I can't fight. I'm such, like a weakling in this game. So does cornstarch. You think cornstarch is like bone meal, Piercy? And by the way, Piercy, did I say hello? Ooh, math is sexy. Yeah, that's what my wife thinks. It took me 30 seconds, but I managed to subtract 7 from 10. So, and that sort of thing gets ladies kind of, you know. Whew. You love the smell of damaged stamina in the morning. Did I look over here? Wasn't this some Thieves Guild quest? Yeah, I think we're coming to the end of the Thieves Guild. Oh, look at, there's some good stuff in here. What the hell? That's not a standard skull. White salts. I do need to replenish my supply of bone meal because we've been eating so much of it because it's so... Oh, there! Look what I found. Somebody thoughtful was working in this dungeon. Left some bone meal for us. Yeah, this is near the end of the Thieves Guild quest. I can't remember exactly how far it goes, but, let me see. This is... Crap, what's the... I'm trying to remember what I'm doing. Now that you mention it, I don't play this game for 5 seconds, and I don't remember anything. Where's the actual quest? I know I think we're returning the magical gods, pick, the lockpick thing, and now we have to go through some kind of trials for it, something like that. I feel bad that I don't know. You're lonesome, Piercy. Don't be lonesome. There's lots of people here. Alalie Hernandez, call. Welcome, Alalie. Alalie, I noticed that you streamed. Looked like you streamed like yesterday or the day before, and I missed it. So I've been trying to keep an eye out. Alalie just started streaming on Beam. I've been trying to keep an eye out, but just so you know, I didn't skip you on purpose. Okay. 8 of 9. Coffee! Are you doing the top one, Darkness Returns? Oh yeah, this is it. Twilight Symbol. I was thinking that was a, because I'm also doing some Dark Brotherhood stuff, and I thought it was Dark Brotherhood. Okay. Happened upon the spirit of Gallus, the Nightingale murdered by Mercer Frey. He warned that removing the key from its resting place has corrupted the other resident guardian spirits, distorting their mortality. So I'm following the pilgrim's path, and I guess all I'm trying to do is return this. It's like Nocturne Special lockpick, something like that. You carry smaller. Jacob Donovan, welcome and good evening to you, Mr. Jacob. What did they say? Speaking of coffee, my coffee is not that good this time, but it's still here. I need to drink it. Alice, I still love you, Gaming Lawyer. All right, just so you know, I tried to be supportive. I felt bad because I've been looking and trying to, I guess, because I'm not someone that sits there and looks at my Twitter feed all the time, so I don't catch everything. But so I will occasionally just go on Twitter and specifically to check your feed and see if you have an announcement like when you're gonna stream. All right, this is looking like some crap's gonna happen when I step on this. Can I just jump over it, maybe? Oh. Oh no! This is how this is gonna go. See, I got my shield up too. Get now, stupid ghost. I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna level up. There we go. Saved by the bell. Minajima Yuji. It is noon in Japan. Yeah, I guess it would be 12:30 in the PM. Welcome. Welcome from Japan. I'm gonna raise my health. Let me see. I think when I was playing last, I was trying to focus on getting armor skills up, if I could. We got that up. Matching set requires unhindered. That doesn't... no. I'm trying to increase my survivability. And I'm not that impressed with the one-handed stuff. Let's see, block. Maybe I can increase block, because I do use it. Yeah, let's increase block. Since I'm not doing dual wield for this guy. Konnichiwa. Oh, hey, where'd he go? Ghost! Nope! Screw you and your ghost! Hey, face, come here! I don't have Inigo right now, you have to die. Where's Inigo? I'm useless without Inigo. It's another reason. Well, if I recall, I did a heavy armor warrior before, and it wasn't that much sturdier than a light armor rogue. I still got my ass kicked if I didn't use stealth and arrows all the time. Where's my restore health? Here we go. Let's use the little ones first, and then we'll move on to the big ones. Hello, Knockout, and welcome. It's good to see you. I noticed you again. I'm doing so good. This is 2 streams in a row where I didn't not notice Knockout. Who are you gonna call? Well, Ghostbusters, I guess. Is that me? I guess I should call the Ghostbusters, because that thing was having my ass. No, what we... oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me turn up my, It's another case of my monitor. I keep the brightness down while I'm working, because I work with Microsoft Word all the time.
Justice!
Minajima Yuji has become a law hawk and shocked the hawk. Look at that hawk face. You have done it now, haven't you? Thank you for the subscription. It is very much appreciated. Cawbusters! So, but yeah, for those who missed it, I did put out a Twitter poll today, asking whether people wanted to see me play this or XCOM 2. Since XCOM 2's been very popular. I'm trying to save the game, huh? Yeah. And, I got 11 votes, and it was 8 for Skyrim and 3 for XCOM 2. So I'm playing, that's why I kind of was in the mood for either one tonight. But I wanted to make sure that, there were some people that I've been playing all XCOM, and there have been some people that have been being like, when are you gonna play Skyrim again? What? What's hurting me? What's going on? What is that? Okay, now I'm... Who are you gonna call? So, that's one thing to keep an eye on, especially for my scheduled Thursday streams. Sometimes on Wednesday I will put up a poll with some options for people to choose. Jacob Donovan! Oh, Jacob Donovan with the $2 super chat. What? But he didn't even make a comment, man. But that's okay. I think super chat, you're supposed to leave some kind of a snarky comment and then give me money. You set off the pipe cock, sir. So I am both somewhat. I am financially and spiritually enriched now. Thank you so much for the $2, Mr. Jacob Donovan, and for activating my new super fancy, by popular demand, pipe cock donation notifier. Ring-a-ding-a-ling. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. What the hell is this? What's going on over here? Have I become a vampire and not know it? I'm good. And if I go in... Why am I suddenly worried I'm a vampire? How likely is it but I wouldn't know. Let me see, is this where they keep track of all of the stuff that's happened to you? Yeah, I don't see any diseases. Alright, I don't know what the hell's up. Gouge your eyes out with a Clorox-soaked spork. Sorry, Piercy. You're not into the ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ling? Oh, come on. We all like that. Wait, Jacob Donovan, did you... I forget if you were here. Did you know that that was going to happen? Or was it just a happy coincidence? Alright, wait, so this is like a puzzle area. So maybe I'm supposed to stay out of the light. That must be what it is, because these are like trials, and it's a thief god trial, and activate tripwire. Crap, it's so dark over here. I'm guessing that that's what's going on here, is if I don't act thiefy and cautious, and then I'm gonna end up, where is it? And I'm gonna end up getting hurt, killed by my carelessness. My disrespect for the code of the thieves. Just be sneaky. Stay out of the light. You saw it last night. Alright. Jacob. Because a part of me, I love the pipecock notifier, don't get me wrong. But a part of me worries that there's someone's going to come in here and be like, oh, I think I want to invest in supporting this channel. He seems like a stand-up guy. And then they donate, and they're like, what is this? What is this thing that's happening to my screen right now? I feel like my eyeballs are being raped. It's like ding, ding, ding. It's a full, all the senses being raped. What's going on over here? I guess I don't have to sneak every single step as long as I stay out of the light, huh? Seems the god of rogues doesn't like people sneaking in the light. Apparently not. I thought that's the true test of being a good rogue, though, isn't it? It's like, I don't care. I sneak right in the light and they won't see me. Who's in the house tonight? Whoa! What the hell? Alright. Welcome, Edge. Good evening to you, sir. It sounds like somebody is hitting a cowbell. Well, that is the part of the song, traditionally served by cowbell, has been replaced by a large pipe strapped to a man's cock. So, that's what happened there. I didn't make it up, I just use it. Because the people, I gotta listen to the people. That's why I'm playing this tonight. I don't necessarily endorse pipecock, you know. It's just publicly, I have to, I'm like a politician. What the constituency wants, I have to abide. Unless it's something I really don't want to do. If everyone wanted me to play Roblox, I wouldn't do it. No offense. I will invite him to herd your cows. With that more cowbell. Alright, here we're gonna go sneak across the dark spot here. It's so dark. I think I'm learning how to do this. Then we'll come up the center. And let's get in the sneaky position. It's very dark in here, though. Like, supernaturally dark. I don't think it's just that my light settings are off. Is there gonna be some mummies and stuff in here? Traps? Like Tomb Raider. Uzumaki! Wow, after a week you caught the legendary stream. That's right, Uzumaki. Although we're not doing, I don't know if you've even been around when I did Skyrim before. You came in, like, right when I started dabbling in other games. All I played, for the most part, was Skyrim for about 6 months. And then I kind of got an itch to stream a few other things. But I was never really tired of Skyrim, but I just felt like playing around with some other stuff. I'll probably still be doing some, I'll still be doing XCOM, I'm pretty sure, because a lot of people were really into that, but I don't want to... Whoa! There it is! Dinner time! Dinner time, kids! Dark Jake! Thank you for activating Pipecock once again. Enriching me financially. My pocketbook... Oh wait, now it's all bright all of a sudden. Enriching my pocketbook and enriching my soul with the delicious sounds of Pipecock. The sights and the sounds. Sovereign Knight, gaming lawyer, are you really a gamer? That's normally not what people ask me, because it might be evident that I'm playing a game. What people normally ask is, are you really a lawyer? In which case I say yeah. But just to clarify, I guess it depends on your term of gamer. I spend a lot of time on pause screens. So, but if I'm still in a game, even though it's paused a lot, and you consider that to be still someone who's a gamer, then yes, I'm a gamer. Hashtag Dark Jake. He joined this channel as playing Alien Isolation, that's right. Totally worth it. Thank you, Dark Jake. Dark Jake is the man. Dark Jake, even though we're not playing XCOM right now, my character is a stealthy sniper. So, he's walking in the Dark Jake's footprints, in his footsteps. Let's get some gold. Let's get the ring. I guess I don't have to worry about carrying weight anymore, huh? So if something's worth a lot, I'm just gonna take it. I'm so used to being like, wow, that thing weighs 8 pounds, so I'm not gonna take it. For those who missed it, I'm using a cheater mod that lets me have, I can carry 40,000 pounds, which I'm a little bit ashamed of, because I've never used something like that before. When are we gonna see a face reveal? Here, buddy. Let me see. There, it's a face reveal. Boop. There. That's what's happening over here. This, in fairness, this was taken a couple years ago. So, I've been sitting on my ass working a lot. So I probably put on an extra 10 pounds or so, maybe more. I feel like when I look in the mirror, I don't look this good. But I am wearing the tuxedo, which I always do. And I am sitting in front of an impressive collection of very academic books at all times right now. So, there's the face reveal. And I actually, the night that I hit 1,000 subs, I had a video ready. A special thank you video that was, actually had a little clip of me in real time. It was not live, it was pre-recorded. It's something, I don't have a cam here that would work well for like a live face cam. I have an old one that is not well optimized for modern systems, so, but I've been toying with the idea of doing face cam if people really want it. It would take some getting used to. I've avoided it because it feels awkward. Now that's a professional gamer. No, I'm looking at that stuff. You're as beautiful as I thought you'd be. Man, the chat's hopping right now. The cockpel guy is gonna give you some nightmares. Don't worry, Sovereign Knight. You'll adapt. In fact, if you hang out here enough, you'll learn to love the pipe cock. Sexy! Hello, Lord Jashin. Or Jashin? Jash? Is it like Jashin? Jashin. I think Jashin. You're as beautiful as I thought you'd be. Thank you, Jacob. Someday we're gonna have a very special reunion. I look like a lawyer, Uzumaki. Nice. Look at that handsome gent and those books. So leather-bound and impressive. My office smells of rich mahogany. Be right back, come into your house. Alright, Jacob, I'll let the security guard at the Bel Air gate, I forget, what was it? I had a whole name for where I lived in Bel Air. It was like the Peckerwood Estate. It was like the Peckerwood, Bel Air, Peckerwood Estates or something. Anyways, Michael, the work I do involves workers' compensation. So, I graduated during a very bad time. And, so what I've ended up doing mostly is, if you're familiar at all with various things that lawyers can end up doing, what I've ended up doing for the most part is document review. Which is not terrible, because I can do it from home. I have to pick up tons of files about once or twice a week, but I get to work from home. Pay is reasonably decent, as long as the workflow maintains, which it has been. And, so it's nice. But I don't do, like, courtroom fighting and all that stuff. Which I never wanted to do that. Alright, what's going on here? I feel like I gotta yank some chains here. Rich mahogany. Uh-huh. That wasn't too tricky. Okay, Nate's been fed. Nice. He looks like he's in his mid-30s, not that old. Yeah, well, and you saw my live I mean, that was a picture from a couple years ago, but you saw my live thing too, I think, there, Jake, and yeah, I don't look, aside from, I feel like my head looks a little fatter than it did in that picture, I don't feel like I look too terribly different. It's not like I'm showing a picture from high school from like 20 years ago, and I'm like, yeah, this is back when I was on the football team or whatever. That's totally me. You forgot to mention, guys, Injustice 2 came today. You're downloading. Yeah, I saw the announcement that's coming. I'm not that, well, you might be able to guess this from my playstyle. I'm not into fighting games with, like, where you have to have skills and do combos and, like, have reflexes and things like that. Unless Injustice 2 had an Inigo mod, I might not fare too well in it. You have a lawyer, Piercy? You like... Well, that's good. It's good to have a lawyer that you trust before you need a lawyer. That's the rule. Hello, hey, it's two Irish girls. The second half of the two Irish girls family. It's been a while, but it's also been a while since I've done Skyrim. Good evening, two Irish girls. Wait, where's the other one? The Metatron. I always, it's a super long name. I always forget. I recognize it when I see it. The fabulousness, Metatron, the fabulousness or something. Good evening, two Irish girls. Are you getting into the name Piercy? You're gonna be Kermit next time, Piercy Longstockings. You saw it. You look younger than you say you are. Yeah, I'm turning 44 this year. So, I don't feel younger than I say I am physically. Mentally, I feel really, really young. I feel really immature, but most of the time. Just ask my wife. Last weekend, we used our season passes and we went to Universal City Walk again. And I had lunch at the Three Broomsticks in Harry Potter World, and it was fantastic. I got the herb grilled chicken. They brought what felt like an entire intact chicken on a plate with some corn on the cob and potato slices. Which made me feel a little bad because my wife's vegan. She had to sit across the table and watch me eat it. But the important thing was that I was doing Harry Potter stuff. So, you think, what happened about the Ava's only worth a dead cat? What? I'm missing stuff. Yes, yes, Irish girls. How are you? Oh, you got your PS4, and you've been off grid from everything. Okay, I understand. In fact, it's only been a few weeks. I'm surprised you're even here now. Did you get Skyrim Special Edition for PS4? Two Irish girls? That seemed to me... Well, you already had access to Skyrim, huh? Okay, there's someone we're gonna have... I think I decided I was gonna see if I could sneak through this area and not kill every damn thing. You named your lizard after Harry Potter? Oh yeah, we've read all the books. We have all the movies. My wife has read the whole series probably 5 times. I've only read it once. One year for my birthday, she planned an entire Harry Potter weekend where she found all this food that they ate in the Harry Potter movies, and that's what we ate all weekend. She did the same thing with like Hobbit food. We did a Lord of the Rings weekend, and both times we spent that weekend doing like a marathon of the movies and eating. Now I gotta say, hobbits have, how many is it, 7 meals a day? By about noon I was having my 4th meal, and then something in my stomach broke, and I couldn't eat for the rest of the day. I was like, that's enough food. It's like 11:30 in the morning. I think I was having second breakfast, which there was like tea, breakfast, something else, second breakfast, and then my stomach's just like, I'm out, bitch. Oh, Horizon. Yeah, okay. Now that's a game that I'm jealous of, because I can't get that on PC. I've seen some people playing that game, and that game makes me drool just a little bit. Because that game looks flippin' awesome. You never give them up, though. You're 21, you feel young, so yeah, 21 is young. My basic philosophy for me was like, oh, up until, because I didn't feel like I was getting to look much older, and I didn't feel much older, so until I hit about, wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going the right way. Until I hit about, well, 40 was the magic number. Once I hit 40, within a few weeks, my back went out for the first time. All these different little, like, health things so suddenly caught up with me. Like, I used to drink a lot of soda, and all of a sudden, I was like, my body's like, oh, you like soda, huh? Well, we're gonna make you, like, pee every 30 seconds. It's like, oh, like, I don't know if it was some kind of, I got, like, an irritated pee-pee or what, but I suddenly felt like I had to start changing habits, and all of a sudden I was like, they're not kidding. Like, age, at a certain point, age is not just a number. I still don't feel terrible or anything, but see, when you first got it, it's a story. Oh, you have to. Oh, is it like a really touching story, Two Irish Girls? You have an Xbox One and you can't play Horizon either. Yeah, PlayStation. I gotta say, if I made the leap to consoles, I'd be sorely tempted to do PlayStation. Am I going the right way? Not even really. I'm inching along here, not really paying attention to where I'm going. Why are you sad, Piercy? What's going on here? Get notification. Yeah, that's right, Jacob. When you turn 40, be sure not to drink too much soda pop or you get irritated pee-pee. Because sometimes you gotta use... I review a lot of technical... Actually, some of the workers' comp... There's one office that I work for in a workers' comp, and all they do is urology stuff. It's usually related to spine injuries that cause... Well, I'm not going to get into it, but let's just say... irritated pee-pee, it would be awesome if they actually used that in reports. I would love to be like... I'd love to there be some legal report where a doctor is formally recommending due to the industrial exposure, the patient is entitled to full treatment of his irritated pee-pee as set forth by AMA guidelines. Let me see. Age is not a number. You learn from the master. Learn from the master, people. That's right. Why do I feel like I'm supposed to jump off this thing where those dead skeletons are? Which is now making me think maybe I'm not supposed to jump off that thing. Like I shouldn't fall for that song and dance. Although that looks like the only way I can go. Let me see if I missed something over here. Once you let yourself feel old, game over. Oh, about catheters? No, I'm not going that far. Catheters don't sound like fun. I've never had anything that bad. All I know is my body. I got the irritated pee-pee, and so I basically just started drinking water instead of soda, and shortly thereafter, I no longer had irritated pee-pee. So it's like magic. But it's really, it was a health choice that I should have made a long time before that. It's just all, but I used to smoke, too, and I quit smoking when I was like 41. Well, I vaped, and then I quit vaping last year. All right, I feel like I should not jump down that pit. I feel like there might be something going on in this room that I missed. But now that I'm looking, I'm not seeing anything. By way of a hot nurse and her experience with her... What? Are you saying that I should have let that irritated pee-pee progress till I needed hospitalization? Good to know 40 is over the hill. What? I mean, good to know 40 is the over-the-hill moment. I will make sure to stay healthy and try not to get too much problems. Michael Burton, I would advise that. Alright, I'm gonna quick save, and then I'm just gonna do like an Indiana Jones leap of faith. Shall we? Well, I guess I'm badass enough that I can handle the fall. But now that I'm down here, I don't know what to do next. Sovereign Knight, you play Skyrim with mods almost every time. Oh, I must have missed an earlier comment. At least I can play Halo. Yeah, I've got... Well, if you check the description, I've got a ton of mods. What? Oh, this is scripted. Okay. Oh, I opened up the skeleton key. Opened the path. Replace the skeleton key. Alright. Oh.
My. What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Evergloam. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that you stay this time, won't you?
Son of a bitch. I just saw lawyer ran away. I've been talking this whole time. But while that god lady was talking, I muted my mic because I need to clear my throat. But my mic has a very kind of shitty mute button that you push it again, but it actually didn't unmute it, so that's what happened. No, I didn't die, honestly. I was trying to catch up with chat. I was saying hi to Maisie, and I was saying hi to now that's gone. Avery was here. I was saying hi to everybody that just came in. I was talking about catheters, which I haven't experienced before. And Mike said if it's like being like a woman, and I was talking about how my wife talks about going to the doctor. It's like they always want to stick stuff in you. And I was talking about that my fear is if I ever complain about anything remotely pee-pee related, that they're going to end up wanting to do a test and involve sticking things up my pee hole, which has never happened. You guys missed so much. You missed so much. But I'm back. So some of that's going to be lost forever. Oh, I also said that I needed to, the Skyrim sound is low, so I adjusted my desktop audio. I gave it a gain boost. So I also said if as a result, when other things happen, like notifiers, and people's eardrums start blowing out because they're so disproportionately loud, let me know and I can tinker with those. Everyone, he came back, yay! I'm here. I made a big deal that Avery Sato's Avery was back, and I made a big deal about Maisie being here. Everything. Native 9, fuck GL, you scared us. Thought you had heart attack. No, oh come on, I'm not. Well, I do worry about that, but I'm more inclined to have a panic attack. There's really nothing in my family or medical history to suggest I am terribly at risk for heart attack, except for the fact that I sit on my ass way too much. Asbestos. Love your channel, man. Thank you, Lord Levick. Is it Lord Levex? Levix? Anyways, however terribly I'm botching your name, don't let that fool you into thinking that I don't care about your compliment. Thank you so much, man. I thought you couldn't hear because, because of your phone. No, it was all me. I'm taking this moment to catch up on tech. Avery, let's see, it was a streaming Enderall tonight. Avery, you were streaming tonight? Hold on a minute. You were? For reals? I remember you mentioning, wait, but you stream and then no one can even tell. I'm gonna sub you anyway. Do you even stream on YouTube? Because I know you mentioned before you stream, but then is it private or is something like no one can, you don't save them? I don't know what the deal was, but whatever the case, Avery, I've subbed you, and if I see any notifications of you doing something, I'm gonna check. I believe you said, why, you don't need to watch me, it's just somebody that's like screaming profanities at a screen. That's like one of my favorite kinds of streamers, so. Mike, you've had a few prostate exams. You taking it in both holes. I actually, when we were getting ready, we were seeing like fertility doctor type stuff to we were trying to have kids a couple years ago, because we're getting a little older in age, and it's like, you know, and that's when I thought they were gonna start sticking stuff up my pee hole. So turns out he was perfectly content to just crush and mash my balls around a whole bunch. And then he did. Wait, maybe he did. I think I remember him. He didn't even buy me wine. He just like he squished my balls and he stuck something up my ass, and he was like, "All right." Michael Burton. After I said all this, I just noticed Michael Burton says he's glad he found my channel. I'm like, I don't know. I'm talking about irritated peepees and squishy balls and all this other stuff. There's probably some people in here that are having hashtag regrets. It's like I can't unhear what I just heard. Lord G-Law has trouble with my name too. I know, it's one of my things. Is being terrible at saying people's names. Alright. Well, I feel like I've sort of caught up with chat a little bit. So let's get back. I'm gonna get back into the game. I'll be keeping an eye on chat as we do so. Wait, hold on. That's one thing I have a problem with is as I use the scroll wheel in game, it actually causes other stuff to scroll, which screws up my ability to know what the hell's going on sometimes with certain elements on monitor 2, because the chat will scroll and then I won't see chat, or something else will scroll. So occasionally I have to adjust that. Now I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. I don't know how to change my name. I think your name got stuck, Piercy. Are you still going for Kermit next? Piercy was making funny faces and it's stuck that way. Something up the ass. That's not where babies come from, is it? No, I don't know. I don't understand how it all works, but apparently if you have them delivered by stork, it's very expensive. So we're trying to do it the old-fashioned way. And apparently, when you get a little bit older, that involves getting your balls mashed around a little bit. Not sure exactly if it accomplished anything. Ah, poorly prepared coffee. Mmm. You have Tourette syndrome and you do live streams? Guess what? That shit can be controlled. Tourette's guy is a fraud. I didn't know you had Tourette's, Mike. I have known people with Tourette's, and like this one girl, I actually dated a girl who had Tourette's, and she never involuntarily cursed. In fact, I wouldn't have known at all unless she told me. She just said that she had certain physical tics that, unless you knew to look for them, you wouldn't even know anything was happening. Foodereer is here, special treat. Everyone don't get used to it. Foodereer, this is like, Well, you've shown up for like the last 4 streams. Sometimes you've only shown up on your mobile device. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Fooderir, my real-life best friend of 30 years, best man at my wedding, which was 10 years ago. We're celebrating our 10-year wedding anniversary. Fooderir, welcome to you. It is always a special occasion when Fooderir makes an appearance. Good to see you, sir. The old-fashioned way is to hand your yeah. Apparently, you go to when a man and a woman love each other very much, the man goes to the doctor and has stuff shoved up his ass and he gets his balls mashed, and then somehow that results in a baby happening. I don't know. They gave me some kind of instruction book, but I was sleepy, so I didn't read it. You swear a lot during streams, but it has more to do with bad manners than Tourette's syndrome. Yeah. No, I don't think you swear, like, any kind of odd amount. But does the Tourette's explain your weird sense of humor, though, Mike? Like, the fact that Mike is what caused Pipecock to enter the community? There's a lot of things that Mike has introduced to the community that's become, like, staples for all of us. So your swearing is bad manners, Avery. Best friend for 30 years, and Mike remembers I was the dungeon master. Fooderir was the player. Which, that's sort of how it was in real life. Because as we grew a little older, I continued to be a dungeon master and a geek, and Fooderir, actually, he was a player. He used to go out and actually have he bloomed earlier than I did. He went and had a life while I was still being a dungeon master. And I did not, when I did not have a life. I yelled your name, Food. Does that count? I think so. Law-biting citizens. That's nice, Rusty Bones. Piercy thinks she's in Texas. Alright, what am I... Oh, is she gonna become the new guardian of the key or something?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts.
Please, she sounded indifferent.
I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased...
Lawhawk! Talons of justice!
Stephen V has become a lawhawk! Caw. So that would be the moment where you all might realize that it's possible that my notifiers are disproportionately loud. You're on a mobile device, Fooderir, you figured out how to do it remotely. Yeah, you've been on mobile a few times, but then it's like Fooderir will text me and say he's watching on a mobile device, so he can't be in chat. So I don't question it. I let everyone know he's in. Fooderir's watching. I still announce it to everyone in the chat. Fooderir's watching. Thank you for your service, Mike E.L. the Gamer. Tourette's syndrome is not that serious a condition. Otherwise, how the hell did you manage 8 years in the United States Marine Corps? It probably helped you fit right in, man. From all accounts. You have narcolepsy. The TV portrayal isn't accurate either. I have a friend that has narcolepsy. But he does fall asleep while I'm talking to him. But, I don't know. Sometimes I think it might be because I'm just boring.
Choose your path, and your journey
People
will be
fall asleep in
complete.
my streams, too. Fooderir. That's okay. I like the fact that some people find me so soothing and comforting that they fall asleep. Let me finish this conversation here.
With powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of stealth, the half
Subterfuge.
moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife.
Why can't I be all three?
This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance.
What
If
is...
you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle.
Alright.
Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day.
So, what now?
Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it.
And you?
The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning.
Just the beginning. The beginning of what? I'm pushing through this conversation because too many times I will start talking during conversations and then have to do the whole conversation like 4 times.
Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do.
Yeah, gotta take pride. Alright, now I think I can, she has snake eyes. Let me see. Knockouts on an iPhone 5? Yeah, I'm rocking the iPhone 6 myself. We've paid off our iPhone, so our monthly bill is really cheap now, and it still works good. So we're running with it. Chickens. Piercy has a chicken. 2 Irish girls loves chickens. I'll put them in a pipe. I don't know what that means, but I just made a song out of it. You've slept during my streams too? No, Avery, it's totally fine. That's totally fine. I used to talk about, like, that was a thing that used to happen back when I was single, and I would meet people and we'd talk on the phone a lot at night, and they'd fall asleep, but they'd be like, oh, you're so relaxing that it makes me fall asleep. I don't know that I'm quite as smooth and debonair as I was back when I was, you know, being all cool and slick, because you can imagine that when I was younger, I was really cool. Because I was a dungeon master. Okay.
Yes,
She has snake eyes. Don't do it. I stream past your bedtime, that's alright. It's the lack of pop filter. I actually have a pop filter right now. I still get the pop sometimes, though. When I remove the pop filter, it's like this. But I can't do it to you, Ava. Who can I hit right now? Native 8, you still Native 9, you still out there? I know this embarrasses you, buddy. Know what embarrasses you? It's nothing personal. I just want you to blush, my man. Alright. That's what happens when I got no pop filter going on.
Yes,
Sleeping on the gaming lawyer streams. You're on a mobile, an iPhone 6S, and your chat works just fine when you're on here. Good deal. Nick is a dungeon master. No, Nick. I'm just saying, back when I was a dungeon master, I was not getting nearly as much play. And when I say play, I mean social interactions with women, as Foodierer was. What's going on? Oh, what's happening now?
Gallows.
Oh, I stepped on this thing. Is that what happened?
I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions...
Christopher A! Welcome!
Your fears would have come true.
Alright.
He honors us all.
Yeah.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
Such a
When your
touching
debt to
story.
Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell,
They-
Gallus.
So they were doing some hanky-panky
Walk
back
with
in
the
the day.
shadows.
Goodbye, Carlisle.
Alright. Pop, pop, pop. Let's see. Play? I'm in 6 games a week and get plenty of play, so cool. Well, also, Nick, you have to understand something. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, being a dungeon master was not... In fact, I believe it was the idea that there were females that even played role-playing games was something of like a... It was like a myth or a rumor. Also, the idea that one could be an active dungeon master or Dungeons and Dragons player and get a girlfriend. You know what? No, I stand corrected. I was still a dungeon master when I got my first girlfriend. I wasn't rolling in the ladies the way that Foodierer was, because he was at a frat. So he was like in a frat, and I was in like a Dungeons and Dragons group. I'm just saying, I think Dungeons and Dragons has become a lot more acceptable. So what did this do? Did this make something happen to me? I think I stepped on this thing accidentally. I didn't even realize I was doing anything. Hello? You must wait a full day before... Well, what the hell happened to me? Let me see. What? Does anyone know what this was supposed to do? Because whatever happened, I was not paying attention to it when it did, and apparently it's irrevocable. Piercy Longstocking's got to go. Bye. All right, Piercy. It was good to see you. You have a great night. Be thinking about what you want to change your name to when it unfreezes. Your Avery, your D&D groups often had 1 or 2 couples in them. They were couples before the D&D. All right. No, as I played D&D again back when I was like around 30. I was in a group for about a year through my work, and it seemed like at that point Dungeons & Dragons, that was around 2002. At that point Dungeons & Dragons was not just for like people who were considered on the fringes of mainstream society. So Alalie is a myth. Alalie, are you Dungeons & Dragons player? Well, if you were around 30 years ago and you were playing, you would have fallen into, it'd be like finding a damn unicorn. It's like, well, I don't know, I've seen pictures, but I don't know if they really exist. I think they might be fake. What happened? Not responding to idiots on here anymore. It always happens when I acknowledge someone. Oh shit, I missed, the chat has been rolling by, so, I mean, actually, if there was almost some drama in here, I'm glad I missed it. But Foodereer, if you're having a bad night, I'm sorry. You got tunnel vision. Rolling in the ladies. Yeah, that's how it seemed to me. It was like, I mentioned there was a couple years where Foodereer, he moved away, and then there were a couple years where we lost touch, and then we got back in touch. And it was like when we sort of lost touch, we were both like comic book Dungeons & Dragons nerds. And then a couple years later, Foodereer comes back and he's like in a frat, and he's got all these like stories. He was like the mentor that took me. Well, it didn't happen exactly, but you know, like all the stories about like they take the boy to the whorehouse and help him to become a man. It's almost like what happened when Foodereer came back, because all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, you gotta do this, we gotta go out, we gotta go to like TJ and all this stuff. You were the best D&D player out there. Yeah, Foodereer is multi-talented. I think only 2 girls here are Alalie and Maisie. There was Maisie. I think Avery is a girl. Alalie is 2. 2 Irish girls is 2 girls. Now that we got a handful of girls in here right now. D&D was too confusing. I don't know. I started learning D&D when I was like 10 years old, so it was a snowball of just gradually learning more complicated versions of it. All right, well, whatever I got here, you didn't take me to a whorehouse, but you did take me to Tijuana, and in certain ways, it's sort of like that's what Tijuana is like for a young man. It wasn't so much walking into a place and paying for a lady of the night or something, but the overall long-term outcome felt very similar, because I was so innocent before you started taking me to TJ, and then I wasn't even a virgin or anything either at that point, but I was still very like, oh, it's like meeting girls, that's very intimidating, and that's very, Foodereer is just like, here, drink this tequila and go meet those girls over there. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, holy shit, I drank the tequila and I met the girls. That's a magical. We may have seen a snake show. No, you know what, Foodereer, I think there was, maybe Chicken Bones was into that sort of thing. Oh, Foodereer, there is no drama between you and I just don't understand why we said, oh no. No. Okay, between Maisie, who's also one of my favorite people, and Foodereer is probably just trying to be flirty, and it's coming off like Dickie. Except he wouldn't, because he's practically married, but let me see. Just talking about drama in general. Demon Lawyer knows nothing about you. What? Okay, I don't know what you guys, but I would encourage you to not fight, because you're both good folks, and it's probably a misunderstanding. That's all I'm gonna say. There's probably been a misunderstanding of some sort that has gradually led to a sense of opposition, which in my opinion is not necessary. Gaming Lawyer steals my donation notifier. Now he's trying to outdo you in the number of fangirls, I don't think I could ever outdo you in fangirls. Because, see, the thing is, Mike, you get up there on your cam, and the girls are like, oh, what's that, Mike? If I had a cam going right now, I guarantee you, most of the girls would be like, what were we doing in here? It's like, I thought this whole time we were talking to, like, the dude looks like Mr. Potato Head. It's like, why do we think that was a cool place to be? Let's play some XCOM. Wait, this isn't XCOM. No, it isn't, Noxire. I did a poll. People... Now, we are not done with XCOM, but some people were asking about Skyrim, and I came back to Skyrim. Ryan not talking about her. I don't know what the hell set it off. I missed it. I'm just saying, however it went down that road, had to be a misunderstanding. Okay. You know you're a virgin when you call yourself knight. What? Oh, who says knight? I used to like paladins. Okay. Not being a dick to you is a... Yeah, well. Uh-oh. Alright. I don't know what's happening over there, except I have given my 2 cents. Is that... I believe there was a misunderstanding of some sort. So... And Fudarir has sometimes where he'll say things and he's being funny, but if you don't know him, you might not realize it, or you might not understand what he's doing. But definitely not being flirty as yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I guess flirty probably, well, I did say, maybe it's not flirty because Fudarir is no longer in the player club, shall we say. Born in the States. Alright. Alright. Well, I guess, let me see. Am I completely done with this line of quests now? What does this do? Portal to entrance. Portal to entrance. I guess I'm gonna portal to an entrance. Oh, there's Sovereign Knight. There we go. Okay. Fudarir? Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. Sometimes, even if you feel like you're in the right, and this goes for everyone, but sometimes, in the name of peace, you need to walk away instead of escalate. You need to walk away. Sometimes trying to get the last word does not create the ultimate outcome. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So I would suggest, and I'm looking at Fudarir right now, my best friend of 30 years, I would suggest to drop the strategy of getting the last word in this particular case, because it's not going to make for a good time for all of us. Alright. So, that's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, Maisie. Alright. Alright, well, that was unfortunate. Come on, man. I'm just saying don't escalate it. That's all I'm saying. Don't engage. That's all I'm saying. And I don't want this channel to be about drama at all. Ever. That's one of my things. No drama. People need to get along in here. Sometimes personalities don't mesh. But that's what I'm saying. If you come across someone you don't mesh with, don't escalate. Don't escalate. Don't feed the fire. That's what I'm saying. Take it from the gaming lawyer, okay? It's no bueno. Noxire, Maisie has left us for the night. You're out too? See, now everyone's upset and pissed off. Alright, Fudarir, I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Now I'm not having fun anymore. Shit. See, Thursday nights I look forward to because I have fun hanging out with people, but occasionally there's drama. Usually it's anonymous trolls that cause the drama, but sometimes people don't get along. You don't know what... Noxire, I don't really know what's going on either. All I know is, my best friend and one of my regulars got into some kind of a tiff and it escalated, and it became unpleasant. And neither one of them are someone that I would want to, like, you know, time out or ban. So I was forced to kind of let it happen. So I don't like being in that position. I like it much better if someone comes in that I don't know, gets in a fight with someone I do know, and then we can ban the person I don't know because they're nothing to me. But when it's two people that I like, and they start going at it with each other, especially when I don't really understand what's happening, that's not good. It is no bueno. UF Metaton, the fabulousness is back. Summer Night, first time you've seen a gaming, you've seen a drama in a gaming live stream. Yeah, it's happened on rare occasions. I'd say, what, I've been streaming for a year and a half. I've seen little fights like this break out maybe once every 4 or 5 months. But for the most part, this is a drama-free zone. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I guess the point I was making was, even if we feel that someone else is antagonizing us, on occasion, rather than respond to it and escalate it, sometimes you just gotta take a step back and not engage. That's a gaming lawyer's advice. In certain circumstances, it's best to just not engage. Alright. Native 9 missed it. You're having a depression spew in the amino, so you're coming here. Alright, well, I think we're gonna recover from this. Save my game. Timeout. You know what? Even though I haven't been playing for the last 20 minutes, I do need to take a stretch break, this is typical. Normally, when I'm streaming, I get talking to chat and don't play very much anyways. That's something that I'm good at. But I'm gonna take a 5-minute stretch break. I'm not leaving. But I am going to stop playing for a few minutes. I'm gonna raise my microphone to the standing position, and I will continue hanging out with you guys. Let's see. Let me see. And I'm gonna mute you for just a second and blow my nose. But this time, I swear to God, it's gonna be just for like 5 seconds. Alright, I'm back. See? That time I didn't disappear for 5 minutes like I did before. There we still go. Yeah. I've got a little text on the side from Foodaware. Foodaware, if you're still out there, I understand where you're coming from, my brother. But like I said, sometimes when you have a clash between, I don't know how old the other party in this was, but you got someone that's in like 40 and someone that's like 18 or 19. Sometimes the 40-year-old's got to take a step back, man. That's all I'm saying. Just step away. Disengage. You're impressed that you've never been to a gaming lawyer stream where he has to go get up to poop. Let me think. I know it's happened before, Mike, but it's been... I can't remember how long it's been. And it's like, it's only happened out of streaming. I probably streamed like 100 times by now, but it's only happened like once or twice. So if I do leave YouTube, it's just to do a little pee-pee, you know? But mostly I'm just, you know, I just need to get out of my chair. I should probably stop. I probably should stop, alright, I'm gonna stop addressing the Foodaware situation right now. Foodaware, all I'm gonna say, my brother, is I love you. I'm sorry things went sour tonight, and I'm sorry if you don't like the way that I handled the situation. But you're still my main man, brother. Alright. More bear killing. Yeah, we need to get out of this. We're gonna leave this dungeon now, and there will be bears. Hey, maybe Eric Gaming can come back. Eric Gaming, who likes it when I kill deer. He showed up in the middle of my XCOM stream within the last couple weeks, and he's like, "What's this game?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a tactical strategy, turn-based thing, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "It's not my thing. I have to go now. Sorry. Bye." And I was like, "Oh, that hurts. It hurts a little bit." G-Law does not poop. He gets restraining orders. That does sound like something you would do to control your bowels. It's like, I have served my bowels with a restraining order. Let me see. Who's getting out of here? Someone's saying night-night. James Baker said night-night. Is it James Baker leaving, or are we saying night-night to somebody else? All right, hold on. I'm actually going to step away for a second to deal with a thing that is happening. I'm anticipating no more than 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience.